experience of living, of a person living with hepatitis in the Philippines. And then Dr. John Ward will lead us in a really diverse panel discussion from the global to the subnational level to talk about strategies on hepatitis elimination. For spending your evening with us today. And with that, I'll introduce Ms. Joshi to come to the stage and share with us for the very first time her story of living with hepatitis. Ms. Joshi.
Yay!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joshua Pacaira, from 34 years old, from the Philippines, and I once dreamed to travel the world and become a nurse. But here I am in front of you, sharing my stories. I've known my hepatitis in 2005, prior to my internship to the hospital with my course nursing. I'm in complete shock when I learned that I have this hepatitis B. I don't know where I got this. I don't know what is the next step. So luckily that day, I have my friend's mother, which is a doctor, that advised me to take a DNA test. But that time, it's very hard to have that test because it's 13 times of my daily allowance. So it took me 2 weeks to have that test. It took me 2 weeks to save up. And after that, I went to different doctors, and the doctor said, the hepatitis B is incurable, the hepatitis B is a lifetime, and he also added that in 20 years, I'll be developing liver cancer with which is a high mortality rate. I went home and I tell the result to my family. The initial reaction is separate my things, my utensil from their things and utensil. They even asked me to eat after them. So it really hurts that the discriminations starts from my family. But still, I convinced them to also undergo the screening. It took me 2 weeks to encourage them to have that screening. And sadly, 4 of my siblings is also reactive. We had this silent agreement that we have to keep it in the family because we are afraid of the discrimination we might experience within our community. So I finished my study in nursing, but it's very hard to find job that is related with my course. So whatever job they can offer, I accepted it because I need to raise money to spend for the college expenses of my other sibling. Years passed, and I met my husband in 2012. He never knows about my status, but I have him tested, and I have him tested and vaccinated for his protections. Until 2013, when I became pregnant and gave birth to my child, the day of my child was born, this nurse in the hospital gave a prescription of immunoglobulin to my husband. He doesn't have any idea. All the nurse said that he needs to buy that medicine to be administered to my son. So what he did is, he went to pharmacies. He was very confused that day. So he just went to pharmacies until he found it to another city. And after I give birth, he asked me, what is about that medicine? What is that medicine for? So I told him everything about my hepatitis B. Thankfully, he still accepted me and supported me. But I know that is also the reason why he never asked me for another child, even though he has this dream for a big family. A year passed, my sibling graduated in college, and my responsibility became lighter. So also, but this is also the time that I feel tired of being alone, tired of being afraid, tired of self-pity. I'm also tired of thinking I'm also tired of thinking that in 20 years I will be a burden to my family for developing liver cancer. So I decided I have to find a community with hepatitis B. That is the time that I found the Yellow Warrior Society Philippines. So I attended the seminars, the meets up, and their team building. Because of that, I feel that I found my safe place. It's also give me the courage to step up. It's give me also the reason to step up and speak for the community of Yellow Warriors Society of the Philippines. It's also the Yellow Warriors. We were given a chance to be a part of this study in early detection of liver cancer. From that study, the doctors explain every laboratory. The doctors answer all our questions. That is the time that I realized that liver cancer is a chance but not a fate. This gave me courage to do more and to be an advocate to disseminate right information so my co-patient won't live in fear just like I've been in so many years. In January 2023, the program is ended, but luckily the government introduced a program in hepatitis B in partnership with HIV. There's a lot of challenges, but I know if we work together, we can come up to better solution. Another issues is the employment in the Philippines. There's already a memo in anti-discrimination, but there is no written law for the protection of the hepatitis B patient to be to get their dream job. I never imagined that I'll be in front of you today. But here I am, and I just want to ask how long the situation remain. How many dreams have to be broken? I'm challenging you, all of you, to see us as a partner because I believe in collaboration with patients, government, healthcare worker, and private sector, we can do a massive change. This also empower the community with viral hepatitis. I may not used to this public speaking, but if this is the only way if this is the only way to hear our voices, may God bless me. Thank you.
Yes!